Okay, let's talk about something real. Do you ever wake up feeling like you haven't slept at all? Your brain is just fuzzy and your emotions are a total roller coaster? If that sounds familiar, then you've probably asked yourself this one very specific question. Yeah, this question. This is the one that pops into your head when you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but you still feel completely broken. It's what you hear when doctors just tell you, oh, you're just stressed, or hey, you're not getting any younger. But deep down, you know. You just know it's something more than that. I mean, take a look at this list. Does this feel like someone peeked into your diary? The constant fatigue, that stubborn weight that just won't budge, the brain fog. These aren't just random, separate issues. No way. Think of them like little red flags your body is waving, desperately trying to get your attention that something deeper is going on. And man, is it frustrating. This analogy just nails it, doesn't it? It's exactly like a smartphone that says it has a full battery, but the second you try to open an app, it dies. You should have the energy. I mean, you slept, you ate, but when you actually need your body to do something, it just shuts down. So what on earth is going on here? Well, it really boils down to this simple but super powerful idea. Your body has a stress bucket, and right now, it's completely overflowing. And here's the key thing you gotta understand. Your body, it doesn't know the difference between different kinds of stress. Seriously. The toxins in our food, old emotional stuff, a crazy workout, or just that never-ending to-do list running through your head, to your body, it's all the same. It all gets dumped into the exact same bucket. So, let's break down how this happens. First, all these different stressors start piling up, filling that bucket higher and higher. Then, your body's natural detox systems, the ones that are supposed to empty the bucket, they just get totally overwhelmed. They can't keep up. And finally, what happens when a bucket overflows? It makes a mess. That overflow spills out as, you guessed it, the exact symptoms on that checklist. So the big takeaway here is that the fatigue and the weight gain aren't the real problem. They're just the result of the overflow. And you know what? This also explains why all the common fixes just don't seem to work for so many of us. You're not actually fixing the overflow. You're just running around with a mop, trying to clean up the spill. This quote from Heidi Cooper, wow, it hits home for so many people. You go looking for help and you just get dismissed. You're getting older. You're just stressed. It makes you feel completely invisible, right? You're given these surface-level band-aids that don't even begin to touch what's really happening upstream. And this chart really lays it out. On the left, you've got the usual fixes, hormone replacement, another crazy diet, maybe some birth control. These are just band-aids on the symptoms. But look at the right side. These are the upstream root causes. We're talking about inflammation deep in your cells, an overload of environmental toxins, a nervous system that's just completely out of whack. Until you deal with these things, you're just going to stay stuck in that cycle. So how do we actually fix this? How do we get to the root cause? Well, the source material we're digging into today lays out a really structured three-pillar approach designed to do exactly that. Okay, so here they are: cellular detoxification, nervous system regulation, and a hypothalamus reset. These three pillars are designed to work together in order. The idea is to stop the overflow and then start emptying that stress bucket for good. We're going to start super small, right inside your cells. Then we'll zoom out to rewire your whole stress response. And finally, we'll reset your body's master control system for all your hormones. All right, pillar number 1, cellular detoxification. Now, think about it like this. Your cells are like little houses, and they have doorbells, which are called receptors. Hormones are the messengers trying to ring that doorbell to deliver an important message. But what if toxins from our environment, from processed foods, what if all that junk has basically covered the doorbell in gunk? The messenger can ring all day, but the message never gets through. So this first step is all about giving those cellular doorbells a deep clean. We're creating a totally clean slate so your hormones can finally start talking to your cells again. Next up, pillar 2, nervous system regulation. Okay, when your body is stuck in fight or flight mode all the time, it's like a country that's constantly at war. What does a country at war do? It diverts all of its resources to survival, right? It's pumping out stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, and that means all the other important projects, like proper digestion, a strong immune system, and balancing your reproductive hormones, they get put on the back burner, indefinitely. So this pillar is all about teaching your nervous system that the war is over. It's about shifting out of that constant emergency state so your body knows it's finally safe to invest its resources back into healing and finding balance. And that brings us to the final crucial pillar, the hypothalamus reset. The hypothalamus, think of it as the CEO of your entire hormonal company. It's the big boss. It tells your thyroid how fast to run your metabolism, it tells your adrenals how to handle stress, and it tells your ovaries what to do every single month. But chronic stress and all that inflammation can seriously mess up the CEO's communication lines. It's like the phone lines are down. This step is like rebooting that central command center, reestablishing those clear signals so your entire system, from your energy to your metabolism to your mood, can finally get back in sync. Now, when you put these three pillars together and address them in the right way, the results can be, well, they can be absolutely life-changing. We're not just talking about feeling a little bit better here. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how you feel, day in and day out. And this quote just captures that shift so perfectly. It's not about bouncing back to who you used to be. It's about reclaiming the vibrant, energetic version of yourself that you honestly thought was gone for good. And this isn't just theory. Let's look at a real-life example. This is Leslie's story. Just look at the before column. She was on thyroid medication for 10 years, waking up totally exhausted, dealing with chronic digestive issues. Now, look at the after column. Just 6 months later, off her medication completely. Energy all day long. And that severe brain fog? Gone. Amazingly clear. This is what happens when you stop mopping up the spill and you actually fix the overflow at its source. And to really drive home how big of a deal this is, it wasn't just one or two things that got better. Out of 21 different health areas they tracked, Leslie saw real, measurable improvement in 20 of them after committing to this process. The healing wasn't isolated. It was systemic. It was a whole body transformation. So I want to leave you with this final thought. What if all those symptoms, the exhaustion, the brain fog, the frustration, what if they aren't a life sentence? What if they're not just a sign that you're broken or getting older? What if they are simply a signal from your body that your stress bucket is overflowing and a clear invitation to finally start addressing what's pouring into it?